Hello and welcome to an album a day, day number 179, going through my vinyl collection one bit at a time. Today we're going back to 1987 to talk about an album that's often misreferred to as 1987. It's actually just titled after the band, but we all call it The Band and then 1987. I'm talking, of course, about Whitesnake, 1987. Cool cover, but this is when things would take a turn for Whitesnake. They would stop doing really cool designer covers and just go to emblems for everything after this. Their best ofs have emblems, the albums after have emblems. David Coverdale's solo album, Into the Light, actually had a picture, and then when they re-released it, turned it into an emblem. Their older album covers were so cool. Maybe not so much Slide It In, not the greatest cover, but when I think of like Come and Get It, Saints and Sinners, Love Hunter, killer covers, and then they just stopped. Which kind of fits because if you think about the way music started to get recorded at that point, the albums pretty much sound the same anyway sonically, so they might as well have the same cover, I guess, and just different songs. Some of these, I mean, they're almost interchangeable going from one album to another, which is a shame. But here, actually still recording on analog tape, which is good stuff. So it is a cool cover, though. I do like the concrete looking stonish sort of background with this color of logo, really nice. I like the the WS in the middle, very cool. Nice font for the band name there as well. You see there is no album title. According to Discogs, it's actually just called Whitesnake, but we always refer to it as Whitesnake 87. Did get this copy used. I've thought about getting one of the reissues because I absolutely love this album. But, like with Slide It In, there's like 5 different reissues. I don't even know which one is the best one to get. So I've just kind of held off and built, I have the basic albums. I can always enjoy those, and maybe someday down the road I'll figure out which one is the one I want to buy and see if I can find a good deal on it. But in the meantime, like when you re-release things too many times, it gets confusing as to what the best purchase decision really is. This was done on Geffen Records, and this is the album that Whitesnake really started to hit it big. I actually always liked that Geffen logo, even though everybody hates David Geffen, and that's fine. I don't really know all the ins and outs of that, except that apparently he's not the greatest of guys. But I like the logo anyway. Vinyl is in excellent condition. The jacket is in really good shape too. Little bit of bendy, squish here on the side. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, it's like it's been squished here somewhere. Just a little bit of ring wear, not a whole lot, but for the most part, it's in, I would say, very good shape. I wouldn't say very good plus, but I would say very good. I originally had the cassette of this, and after I realized how much I enjoyed the album, I immediately dubbed a copy of it because I knew that I was going to wear the tape out and break it, and guess what? I did. Yeah, all the lyrics as tiny as you can squish them on one page. And the reason they did this, instead of putting them on both sides, is because it was really important to do this. I mean, this needs to dominate just the center of the page. You can't put lyrics on here so that you can make the font bigger and make it all readable. It's very important that you just see this logo, right? Can't put anything else anywhere else. I don't know who designs these things, but I mean, use your brain a little bit. We can see the logo if you leave it there. You can have it surrounded by words and make it all readable, especially because there's a lot of repeats of the lyrics and you need to read all the repeats. So very, very poor design. But, as always, what's the most important is the music that we get on the album. And there's just killer songs on this album. Now, this is the album where they started really upping their game on music videos, playing to the MTV generation, saying, hey, here's a way that we can really get our songs out there. And on top of it, they had great songs. David Coverdale's dating Tawny Kitaen. Boom, Tawny Kitaen's in the video. Coming off a bachelor party. I'm not sure if Perils of Gwendolyn was before or after that, but obviously has some element of notoriety. She was a model, so she's known, she's gorgeous, she's going to get attention in these videos. So we open with a remake of Crying in the Rain, which was originally on Saints and Sinners. This is a much heavier version. We go to Bad Boys. Great tempo on that. That's one of those songs that just kind of makes you just go, I need to do something right now. Like whatever that thing is that's on your mind, you need to get it done. I really like that about that song. Then we get into Still of the Night. Boom, hit video. This was, I think, the one that he had written for Tina Turner originally, and then just decided, you know what, the song's too good, I'm going to keep it, and did, and obviously great choice. Although I would have liked to have seen Tina's version. I think they both could have recorded and released it, but anyway, he never gave it to her. Then we get Here I Go Again, which is also a cover of the Saints and Sinners song, Here I Go Again. Much more aggressive, again, less keyboard oriented. We have a keyboard in the beginning and then it just kind of disappears from what I remember. I don't really recall hearing it until they did that really horrible radio edit thing, which was like really pop sounding keyboards and stuff. It was just awful, and I know David hated it too. But that's how we get side one, guys. 4 killer tracks on side one. We flip it over to side two. We get Give Me All Your Love. Wait. Oh yeah, I was thinking that was on Slide It In for some reason. That's yeah, so we get Give Me All Your Love. Excellent song. Great point when it just kind of slows down, something they could really drag out on stage. Then we get one of the most beautiful ballads ever, Is This Love. Killer track. Wouldn't mind hearing Tina Turner sing that one too, actually. Just an absolute killer track. Again, another Tawny Katane video, boom, another big hit. Here I Go Again, Laying Across the Car, another Tawny Katane video, boom, another big hit. I mean, they really nailed it with the promotion on this album. But after Is This Love, we get Children of the Night, excellent song. Then we get Straight for the Heart. Probably, if I had to say there was a weaker song in this album, it would probably be this one, but it's still a great song. And then we end with Don't Turn Away, which is a perfect way to end the song, end the album, especially the end of the song, the way it just kind of comes back in with this new guitar riff and this determination from David in the lyrics. Just absolutely killer way to end the album. And it always just makes me want to hear the entire album again, which, as I've said many times, is a real plus for a final song on an album. If it makes you want to hear either more from the band or makes you want to hear that album again, get back on the radio and request another song be played from them or for this album or whatever, always a plus to end the album making you want more. So great stuff overall. Check it out, guys. Whitesnake or Whitesnake 1987. I think the other thing is too is that the solo album that he did was David Coverdale's Whitesnake. So we kind of already have this title, and then Snakebite was or wasn't a Whitesnake album. Their catalog is very confusing. But here we just get, it's just called Whitesnake, but we always refer to it as Whitesnake 87. You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.